Good afternoon, Spartans. Welcome back to the tutorial page in Vector Easel in my LCHS Fine Arts YouTube channel. This is our last installment of the ongoing series. We have 6 videos. This is number 7. And this is the last thing you're going to do before you turn in your entire folder or your entire website that has the folder name of PS Layout. I'm going to go ahead and close this one, even though that's the exact same one, because I want to go ahead and define my website, just so you remember how to do that. I'm going to go to New Site, and I'm going to call this My Website. And again, you can call it anything you want. Click Next, Next again. This is an important step. Make sure you have that folder. And I'm going to click Select. Click that folder again. There it is. Select Next. Folder. Select. And then I'm going to hit Next twice. Done. And done. Okay. Now, first thing I want to do is open up Index. Okay. So if you recall last time, I showed you how to change up the logo, and we were able to create a Photoshop page. All right, and have that link over to have them both linked to each other, right? So let me go ahead and preview this in Firefox, and you can see it down here. Let me bring that up. There it is. Home, Flash, Photoshop, and I did not make one for Illustrator, but what you're going to do is you're going to make sure all 5 are linking, okay? That was video 6. So in video 7, what we're going to do is we're going to add an image viewer. So you're going to create 5 images, and they're going to make a larger, you can have 5 thumbnails below, and there's going to be a larger one showing up. Unfortunately, I got rid of my preview, and I apologize for that, but you know, if you're able to stick with the video, you'll have no problem doing this. Okay, so let's get started. What we need to do is go back to Photoshop, and what you're going to do is you're going to decide either making a Photoshop page or an Illustrator page. I recommend that you make similar things that I do. I will probably end up showing a couple of the different ways to bring in both Illustrators and Photoshop pages, so that you know, should you decide, you can decide whether should you want to do one or the other. You'll know how to do both Illustrator and Photoshop. So I'll just put it on one tutorial. Okay, so what I'm going to first do is I'm going to go to File, choose New, and I'm going to make a canvas size of 300 pixels by 300. It's going to be a square, and I'll just call this Image Viewer Template. Okay, this name doesn't matter so much since we will not be saving this original file, but it's good to have a name. Anyway, click OK, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my background as soon as it comes up here, and we're going to fill it with a neutral color. Okay, I'm going to choose sort of a gray, maybe a brownish tone, and click OK, and I will do Option Delete to fill that. Okay, there we go. I hope I do not have any issues here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my type tool, and I'm going to just make a statement here, because this is going to tell the viewers to hover over the thumbnail. Okay, and so I'll just do a nice high contrasting color, and I'll put hover over image below. Okay, and let me see, I'll center that, double click that, and I might have to pause this because I'm getting some issues with the response time. Okay. All right. Hover over image below. Okay. Maybe an exclamation point. There. Now let me see. I'm not really liking my style here. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and save for web and devices. So I'll get this one out of the way. And let's see, there we go. Save. Now, very important, you find that folder, and I forgot where mine was. Dreamweaver, Conti layout, and I'm going to make a brand new folder. It's going to be called Photoshop Images. Okay? Now, if you, again, just have one page called Portfolio, just call it Portfolio Images, or Portfolio would be even better. Okay? I'm going to go inside here, and I'm just going to call this the same name as the title of my original file. So it says Image Viewer Template. Perfect. So I'll do that. Okay. Now, I'm going to remove the visibility. Don't want that showing up. Okay. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to place. So I went up to File and Place. Now, I'm going to go to my Graphic Arts 2, and I'm going to start finding some Photoshop, just random Photoshop. I'll choose this one, and what it's going to do is it's going to place it directly above. And I'll just double click to apply, and this one was the custom pattern, so I'll just go to File, Save for Web and Devices, click Save, and I'm going to call this Big Pattern. Keep it simple, Big Pattern. And the word big is very important, so make sure you type in big. Okay? Alright, now I'm going to take visibility off of that, and I'm going to place another image. So I'm going to do 4 more. Okay, and I'm going to save time. I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here's what I've done. What I have, I've got 5 more images. And remember, every time you place an image, you want to turn off that eyeball. So I did that one with you guys. I added that one. Notice this one covers the entire background. No big deal. It fits though. That's the important thing. Here's another one. Here's another one. This is a rectangle, so you got that side of that neutral side from the background showing up, and that's good. And then my last one is the poster. Every time you save, remember File, Save for Web and Devices, only show that visibility of that one new project. Okay, so in my folder I've got everything starting with the word big. Very, very important. Now, we need to make smaller versions of this. So what I'm going to do is go up to Image, Image Size, and I'm going to change 300 to 75. You notice how they both width and height change automatically. Click OK, and I'm going to go right through this and do the same thing. Now this is smaller, so I'm going to go one at a time. File, Save for Web and Devices, Save, and I'm just going to highlight Poster and change the word big to small. So now I'm going to go ahead and pause my video once again. And I'm going to do that for all the the pictures. Do not do the image viewer twice. You're not going to do that twice. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to go now and close my Photoshop. I don't need to save it. I'm just going to close that up. Okay, I'm confident that I did it right. And you can see it right here. Here's my new folder called PS Images. So I've got 5 big and 5 small. It's really important that you have those named. And then I got 1 image viewer. Okay, so I'm going to go really fast here. I'm going to go into the code of my Photoshop HTML, and I'm going to add in between that right column. So you got to go inside that opening right column div, and we're going to insert a new layout. In this, we're going to go insert a new layout object. So we're going to call it a div tag, and it's going to be an ID. And I'm just going to call this, strangely enough, stuff. Okay, new CS rule, and I'm going to click OK. And we're going to give it a box size of, let's see, I've got to remember what I did here. Actually, we're going to do a width of auto and a height of auto. Yes. And so what it's going to do is it's going to adapt for a table automatically. That's what the auto part is. Okay. And for the margin, we're going to uncheck the same for all, and we're going to do top 35 pixels. Okay. And then let's see, we will then do an auto left and an auto right, or auto right, auto left. Okay, that way it'll center itself, and I'm going to apply that. And then that's good for now. So we're going to click OK and OK, and you might actually see the, yes, there's the content. Now we're going to remove this content by just hitting delete, so you don't need the placeholder text. Okay, now inside here we are going to put a table. So you got to go back into the code, okay, and right here under stuff we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert a table. So go to insert table, and we're going to give it 2 rows and 5 columns. Okay, and the table width is 200, no pixels, cell padding 2, cell spacing 2, and we're going to click OK. All right, let's see. Yeah. Okay, click OK, and let's go into the design, and here's what we got so far. So we're going to go ahead and highlight those 5 top cells, right click, go to table, and merge cells. Okay, looks like this video is going to be another video, unfortunately, because I'm very pressed for time here. Okay, so don't worry, you're going to learn everything. Everything's going to be fine. So let's see, should I go to 15 minutes? Yes, I think I can do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drag in, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in my image viewer. So you're just going to drag it straight in and click OK. You do not need to do alternate text. I'm going to go to small concept, just drag it in. I'm going to do small brush, drag it into the next cell, click OK, and just keep going. Pretty easy. Small pattern, make sure you get it in that correct cell, and then small poster. Okay, so far so good. You notice how it's now centered. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here, and unfortunately, just the way it goes, guys. You're going to have to watch the second video. It won't be as long, hopefully. All right, so please watch the second video, and I'll be right back.